What up, people? So, how's everyone doing on this fine Wednesday evening? What up, people? Alright, hold on. Still getting a little bit set up here. What if I do this, and then I do this, and I slide this over? Okay, I think that's pretty good. Wait, bring it down, bring it around town. Okay, here we go. Now we're good. What up, everybody? How you guys doing? You guys ready to do some arena grinding? Yeah! I know I'm sure ready. Let me just send out a tweet real quick. Oh, whoops, I accidentally showed once again that the meetup... it's only 10 days away, guys. Actually, holy crap. 10 days away. I still gotta prepare a couple things. I'm mostly set up. 10 days away, GameWorks, Seattle. Be there or be square. As far as the tweet, dearest at Marvel Champions. Who is your favorite scientist? Mine is a guy named Roy G. Biv. P.S. I am now live. Roy G. Biv. You are the greatest of the scientists. Tweet. We got a super chat already. Croy sending over $5 saying, "Hey BG, LG, and Lola, love you guys. Wish I could go to the meetup. Also, I'm at 5 million for this AA dupe. 5 million, dude, you're done. It's over. You can stop now. Did I go too hard? Well, gonna aim for 6 mil for Void. Okay, yeah. No, I'd say you're good, dude. You are absolutely good right now. On that Archangel. As far as the Void grind goes, well, I mean, you know, Void's gonna go higher. So going 6 million to be safe, that's fine. That's like very safe, I would say. But you know. Anywho, thank you very much for the $5, dude. I appreciate that. You were about to get slapped. Hold, please. Slap. Faked you out. Oh, what? It didn't even look right. I was gonna like really pass out, like, you know, slink down on my chair and stuff, but then I figured I'd missed the slap button, so I didn't do it. But yeah, dude, thank you very much. Oh, slide over a little bit. Appreciate it. Eddie also sent it over $1 saying, "What am I supposed to do with my life if you are late to your stream?" Cade. That's what you do with your life. You do Cade. He's got your back. Him and I, you know, we work together because he knows I'm gonna be late, and he goes a little bit late as a result. What a nice fellow that is. But yeah, Dick, thank you very much for the buck. And we got a new sponsor too. What in the world is happening? All of this generosity. Nick Dose hitting that little green sponsor button. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome. Please enjoy your banana, along with, of course, all of the most fantastic emojis in the entire world. That includes Lola's face now. And what in the... John sent it over $10 too, saying hashtag Cade Raid. What? A donation? A hashtag Cade Raid donation? No way. John, thank you very much for the $10. Oh, I feel like if I said your last name, I have about a 15% chance of pronouncing it correctly, and an 85% chance of making a fool of myself. So I'm just gonna say, can I just say McG? John McG? Can we go with that? I mean, that sounds like a pretty badass name, if you ask me. So yeah, dude, thank you very much for the $10. That was very generous of you. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, I actually wasn't even gonna be late today, but I wasn't gonna be late, and then I was working on a video, which I know is crazy to you guys, because I haven't posted that many videos lately, but I was actually working on one. I thought I could finish it in time, and I just couldn't finish it in time. Eddie sending over another buck, saying, where is it? Okay. Dude, I can't sponsor and it sucks. I want a banana to, so name your price, PG. I mean, the price is right there, man. There's nothing I can do about it's YouTube. They set the price. Like Professor something from Harry Potter pronounced exactly the same. I didn't see Harry Potter though. All right, let me. All right, I'm gonna try to say it. I'm gonna try to say it. I apologize if this is wrong. John McGonagall. Don't hit me. Is that right? But yeah, thank you again, dude. And yeah, Eddie, I don't know why it doesn't let you, but either way, man, I appreciate all the support that you give. All right, let's get this thing started here, man. Close enough? You got it? Close enough? All right. Well, apparently I was at least close. APG, did you see the new Alliance War map? It is weird seeing it so different. Yeah, it's different depending on what tier you're in now, right? It is a little bit weird. It's not that different for the higher tiers. It's a little bit different. Not too different though. You, BG, you, me, NYCC, and a lot of tapping. It's going down, dude. Nick, awesome. Oh crap, this is mostly done here. I will see you there, man. All 4 days, I'm going. So whatever day you are going or days, I will be there. BG, you have overheating problems on your iPhone? I do not have overheating problems on my iPhone, no. What up, BG? Ziski! What's going on? Perfect? Alright, nice. I got it right. BG will one app. Dude, what is that? What had just happened? My phone is not hot. Like, it's not even remotely hot. What in the world? It better not try to be forcing an update, because I'm still on iOS like 10 point whatever, whatever. Hold on a second. Well, I normally I don't like to show like my phone just in case there's something that people could take out of it, but well, hold on. I guess whatever, I'll just show it. It's like still open. Nope, I guess not. Weird, man. That's the first time it's crashed like that. I have had it crash in the past where it just like just goes to like the home screen out of nowhere. But I've never had it to look like that where it was like the loading thing. Weird. I guess you guys have been experiencing that, huh? That sucks. That really sucks. Whew. Hide your nudes? Yeah, I mean there's no nudes on my phone or anything like that, but no. Ah, rip 50% of my HP. Well, that sucks. It's happened to me at least 3 or 4 times when it wasn't hot either, BG. Interesting. I really thought it was only from the heating issues. I guess not. And yeah, Star, where is Cam to see that? That would make Cam so happy to see that it's happening to me too. Pineapple, what's up, Doc? Doc82. Well, that's a bummer. It especially sucks because I actually lost my 5-star Hyperion early today. I lost it on like the first fight in here, which is nuts because that normally doesn't happen to me. Happened to me in Alliance War as well. Lost half health. I mean, that's the worst places for it to happen is Alliance War and Alliance Quest. Any kind of disconnect bug or any kind of bug, period. Because you don't get your champion comes back 50% at best. And then, of course, in Alliance War, it counts as a death, which really sucks. Oh, what the... Dude, I could have sworn I threw a heavy there, and that's why I looked up for a second. To, like, as the heavy animation was going. Whoops. BG, day stream this week? I'll try to do a day stream, yes. Try to do at least one a week. I don't know what day. It'll probably be... I don't know, I normally do them on Thursdays, but I don't always want to do them on the same day, just because people might be busy on Thursdays. Maybe I'll do it Friday? I don't know. Friday sounds pretty good. I'm gonna try to get a little bit of healing off, man. Day stream! What's up, Cade? I already said what's up to you. I don't know why I'm saying what's up again. What do you think of the Alliance event Arena Peak Milestones? I think it's awesome. I think it's really awesome. My Alliance, we're going kind of hard for the event to try to get the what's it called? The 5-star signature stones. I don't know if we'll get it. We'll have to see what happens. Only what, like the top 30 alliances, I think, get any of the. Let's go take a look at that in a second here. But I think top 30 get those prizes. Yeah, am I gonna die here? He's using a lot of special ones, getting those armor ups. Doing no damage unless I crit. Whew, made it. But yeah, even if we don't get the top rewards, still really good. What up, Bry Guy? Good news, I beat my first uncollected monthly event quest. Jay, nice dude. Bad news, I duped 5-star Colossus. Rip. At this point, last 4 or 5-star openings were horrible dupes. About to just rank 5 4 stars. Been there, man. Been there. But dude, still, congrats on completing uncollected. Well done. What's up, Dicer? You get the house milestone that you can get to only. Yeah, correct. You do not get all of the milestones. So, wait, hold on a second. We still have 2.5 hours. Okay. I'm hoping level up comes next, because I have some champions I want to level. So yeah, if anyone's not familiar with the way the rewards work in this arena, you only get the, as far as the milestones go, you only get the highest one that you reach. But this is actually really good for alliances who... Oh my god, why is it so hard to scroll through? There we go. This is actually really good for alliances who don't have that much participation, because you still get the energy refill. I mean, everybody gets the energy refill. Is anyone else stream glitching? Nikto's saying nope, all good here. I'm watching it on the playback. It seems fine to me. Kabam responded about the Glory Store mishap and said it was just a visual bug and we weren't charged extra. That's so effing clueless and didn't actually look into the issue. Huh. Man, if you're sure that it took more glory, I wouldn't stop there, man. I'd put another support ticket in for sure, because that is BS. It's good, BG. What's up, Articaus? But then the ranked rewards here too. They're really good. I mean, the top 3 get 5 of these 5-star sig stones, which you think about, these come like every 3 days. If you're in a super active alliance that can like hit top 3 in all the events, holy crap, you get so many 5-star sig stones when these things are very rare to come by at the moment. But even if you don't hit that, if you're in an alliance that's in the top 30, which is still incredibly difficult to do, by the way, I don't exactly know where 4 Loki falls in these events, but top 30 is still very, very hard to do. But you get 3 of these things, which is still really good. I mean, over the span of a month, if you get it top 30 every single time, it's what, 10 of these events, so yeah, 30 of these signature stone crystals. It's really nice compared to like the practically 0 that we were getting before. I mean, we get some from the monthly event quest and that's it, so that'd be nice to get. The top 1 and 2%, I feel like for Loki at least is, well, actually no, I can't even say that. See, in the past we've been all over the place. We've been like in the high ranked rewards, and we've been in like, you know, like the 30% or something like that. This is good for everyone though, man. Like even the 51 to 100%. This is pretty decent rewards. All right. Anyway, let me see if we could still see. All right, perfect series. We were 59th in that, and our prize was 16 to 25%. So yeah, I don't know if we're gonna hit the top 30. It'll be interesting, but whatever. Like it's a buff for everybody. It's a buff for everybody. 100% sure. Same with Ronan. We both got an identical response. I tried to apply and got an automated. Your ticket was closed. If the issue is unresolved, submit a new one. So stupid. Yeah, oh, dude, that's infuriating when you get those automated responses for tickets. It's really frustrating. But definitely send another one in, dude. BG, do you ever purchase the smaller Special 3 defense boost? I don't. I've heard that it's bugged, and I'm not entirely sure if that's true, but Cameron said it was bugged. I trust Cameron. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe like, of course, this was a few updates ago, so maybe it's fixed, but still, anytime that I think I'm going to get hit by a Special 3, I just pop an invulnerability boost instead. Alright, let's hit the arena. So as up with these new events, loyalty use and alliance help. First of all, you get nothing if you already filled daily loyalty like me, but the rewards are barely helpful for a brand new account. They're pretty weak, but they're super easy to complete. So I guess that's the purpose. They're not bad if it's a brand new account. Like, let's go back to them real quick. They don't do much for people who already have like 5-star champions, but yeah, like this help one right here. Yeah, like 1 ISO, pretty weak, pretty weak, pretty weak. Like, yeah, all these are pretty weak. I think it's the same rewards that we got from doing duels, if I remember correctly. I don't know. But it's so easy to actually get that I don't mind. You know, like doing duels, you actually have to put in a little bit of effort. Doing this, like just hitting the help button, whatever. I was hitting the help button to get my daily loyalty anyway, so. And if you pull like a 4-star from those premium hero crystals, you know, you could sell that ISO for 60,000 gold, or you can get you know, you could use that ISO or whatever. So let me think. If there's a daily quest, like it's every single day now. There are no days that miss, I believe. So we're talking about like 3,000 premium hero crystals times 30 days. That's 90,000 PHCs in a month. That's actually not that bad. 90,000 PHCs in a month. That most people were not getting at all before. That could be pretty helpful for people. I mean, what's the point of adding them? They seem useless. I'm never going to get anything for the help ones. I'm not going to schedule when I hit help for those junk rewards. You don't. I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to schedule when you hit help. Like in the beginning of this quest, I couldn't get any points for it, but then the daily reset, and I was able to get my loyalty for, you know, for it again. I don't think you have to do anything special around it at all. It's like as long as you get your 1,000 loyalty for the day for hitting help, then yeah, you don't have to think about it, and you hit that help and it's automatic. I'm curious how much gold you get out of this too, now that I think about it, because 2,500 didn't seem like a lot, but 2,500 times 30 is not that bad. It's 75,000 gold over a month. It's not too bad. Alright, let's hit the arena. BG, how do I get to qualify for Alliance Help? The rewards. You just hit the help button in your Alliance tab. That's all you do. When people play arena and hit the help request, that's it. Alright, I need to finish up this arena first. Right, so I opened a 5 and 6 star crystal after finishing uncollected. Want to see on the tweeters? Sure. You got a 6 star? I'm curious about 6 stars. Hell yeah. Send that over if you haven't already. I'll take a look. You can't contribute points for the event unless it also goes towards filling the bar, though. Correct. Yes, I know that. Which is annoying, but the way it works out is, you know, like the events, like they don't have like the same time. Like I don't know how to put it into words, but you don't have to try to specifically time around it. You know, at some point during the event, your help request thing also resets, and then you could qualify for points that way. You just need 20 people in your alliance to also hit help. That's it. Or to hit, like, you know, all the helps or whatever. What kind of rewards are you getting that are going to give you 90k crystals a month? Well, 90k fragments, I should say, or shards, whatever. 90,000 premium hero crystal shards a month, which is about like 2 4 stars every month. So especially for a new player, I think that's a really big deal. There's no qualification for ranked rewards on 3-day events. Won't that basically qualify all active alliances in pretty high brackets? Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that. No, that's a really big deal. Anyone who participates at all is qualified for the ranked rewards? I didn't realize that. That's really good. Brian, you still running max despair and max dexterity? I am at the moment, yeah. Still haven't dropped dexterity. BG, what champs use for defense? I mean, I can't just tell you my defenders, man. The enemy is out there. They're listening. They would know exactly who I use. You can kind of figure that out anyway if you watch the stream enough, but I can't tell you. It's still doable and easier than duels. Yeah, it's way easier than duels. It's not bad, man. Like, it's... Sometimes when you get weak rewards, you kind of just think, like, well, what's the point even? Like, why bother? Like, give me something good or just... It's not even worth it. But in this, I feel like the effort required to hit those rewards is so easy that, okay, sure. When are you going to shrink down and enter the micro realm? I haven't done one of those yet. I don't know. Probably after I finish all of the monthly event quest stuff. ABG, should I pop the PHC or let them spin? Thank you, love your MCC live stream. It doesn't matter. It's whatever you prefer doing yourself. You get the same results either way. I normally only spin the crystals that have like big guaranteed rewards. So, you know, like 4-star crystal, 5-star crystal. 4 stars I don't really spin anymore, but you know I used to, of course. It's like 5 and 6-star crystals. I always spin those things just because it's fun to watch it for me. Hey guys, and Brian, question. I pulled Killmonger last week and was going to rank him up to rank 4, have all resources, but got Gwenpool today. Who would you guys rank up and why? Thanks. It's tough. It's a tough call. I think I'd prefer Killmonger over Gwenpool. As far as exactly why, I think he's just the better of the 2 champions. That's not really that good of a reason. I don't know. They can both counter like Medusa and stuff, but I feel like Killmonger can do it better. I like the synergies that Killmonger has better. I like that he has like a massive bleed on his L3 when he wants it. I feel like he's one of the best defenders in the game. So even if you don't enjoy using the champion, you could end up just throwing him on defense, and that might be his best use in the game, honestly. Just him on defense is so good. Gwenpool is better in certain situations for sure, without a doubt. But I don't know. I just kind of prefer Killmonger. And this is, I only have a 3-star Killmonger, so this is kind of just speculation on my part. If other people want to chime in, please do. Are people dropping decks? No one's dropping decks, but I have 3 points in it right now because of the update that I think we're getting. I mean the whatever was shown to us on the beta. I'm at 15k 5-star shards. Could have 30k by the meetup if I complete path in 5.4.6 to finish Act 5. Nice, dude. Do it. Do it. Oh, I said I would go to... Speaking of crystals and spinning and stuff, I said I'd go to the Twitters. Hold it, please. Oh, it's actual video form? I'm gonna be, we're gonna skim through this a little bit here. Unless, actually, no, we are just gonna watch it just because, too busy trying to not lose this fight. What? 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 Star, congrats. Holy crap. That'd have been crazy if it, like, while it was loading, it went over. Whoa, that's not even your first one. That's a dupe. Oh, boy. Jackpot. Alright. Where's your next one? The 6-star. Wow, that gave you enough to get the 6-star, too. If this is another good pull, oh man, the chat's gonna lose it, I think. Oh no. Well, at least it balanced out. Ugh. I wouldn't even feel bad about that though. I mean, you gotta who cares? Who cares at that point, right? After getting that void. Congratulations. Directions unclear. Killmonger stuck in butt. No, that's exactly what I wanted to. Yeah, you got it. Nailed it. Still salty that my first 2 5-stars were Cyclops. The red one, it's not that bad, honestly, man. Cyclops not that bad a champion. Got some awesome synergies. He's about average in terms of just about everything that he can do. What was it? Be audible for those us listening without watching. Oh, okay, it was Void. Yeah, yeah. Void on the first one, and then X-Pull Dead Force in the second. So close for Gulk. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that would have been sick if it was Void and Gulk. That would have pretty much been like my opening that I just got. Nick, my body misses you. What are you guys doing? Is Rogue worth awakening? Debatable. Some people really like Rogue. I think it depends on what you personally need, probably. If Rogue is worth it or not to you. I don't think I would do it just because, I don't know, something about her floating animations I'm not a big fan of. But some people like her enough to even rank 5 the champion. So, yeah. B. Daniels, send over 10 bucks. Saying, have a great stream, buddy. Still drinking at a bar, getting harder to type. Oh, man. Been here 3 hours. 4 shots, 2 Long Island, and 5 Heineken. It's a good night. Dude, you are typing surprisingly well. Is it one of those messages where it took you like 10 minutes because you just couldn't type because you couldn't see straight? Because that's definitely how I would be at that point. Actually, at that, if I drank all of that, I would have been passed out a long time ago. But, dude, thank you so much for the 10 bucks. B. Daniels. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Let me go ahead and update the big old D. The double header. Thank you again, dude. Enjoy your night. That sounds like a light snack. What? Nuts. One-eyed typing? Yeah, the whole like. Alright, am I done? Let's go a little bit higher in this arena just to make sure that I get the top 10%. Uber here and home? Okay, good. Yeah, that's always good to hear. Definitely don't want to be driving like that. Heck, if Brian even looked at 5 Heinekens, yeah, it's true. Even if I didn't look at them, if I was facing the opposite direction and someone opened them up, and the fumes came around and inserted themselves into my nostrils, I'd be passed out. What the hell, I can't type that good sober, let alone drunk? Yeah. We got an amazing video. On your rank 5 5-star domino, you need to see Winter Soldier down in 35 hits. Hashtag a new record. Maybe with domino, but I can't see us ever beating the record of taking down Winter Soldier. If you're not familiar with what the record is, it's a 4-star champion. 4-star Thor, OG Thor, took down Winter Soldier in 9 hits. 9. For like people still say, like you see this pop up on Reddit from time to time after somebody posts an insane video, like you know, taking down, for example, Winter Soldier in 35 hits, which is really awesome, by the way. Like, that is quite powerful, of course. But like people will say, like, wow, so Kabam will add these champions, but they thought that like Thor was too powerful, like Thor and Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch were too powerful and stuff. And I usually don't say anything, but in my mind I'm thinking, like, dude, have you seen what old Thor could do? It was 9 hits. It's a video on Mvincible's channel if you haven't seen it, by the way. There is video proof of it out there. What? B. Daniels sending over another 20 bucks, saying, her is your effed up typing skillsel. Hashtag, it was on purpose. Uh-huh. Sure it was. I mean, I have to believe you after you sent over the good one that it was on purpose. But dude, thank you so much for the now $30. Thank you, dude. Sending over 30 bucks. I mean, that's exactly how it would look for me. What you just typed out after about after a single beer, and then I have to just go back and retype it all. But yeah, dude, thank you so much once again, B. Daniels. Show it. I need to relive the past. Well, I don't. It's a YouTube video, which means, you know, copyright and all that. And not that I think. I mean, I don't really think Invincible would mind if we took a peek at that video while on stream here. But you never know, man. Just in case. I'm not showing it. If we were on Twitch, we could all watch it together, but not on YouTube. If BG talked the way I actually typed, y'all would think he's having a stroke. Is it that bad, Dysentery Joe? Hello, BG. Where will you be in 10 days from now at this time? Ha! Well, in 10 days, I don't know where I would be. I suppose I might be at GameWorks for the meetup of a lifetime. The second meetup. The MCOC 2018 Spectacular. That's the official name of it, yeah. Hobbit said it best, Twitch equals the Vegas of streaming. Pretty much, yeah. So we should expect to see that from you at some point during NYCC. What, me being that drunk? No, absolutely not. I mean, last year I drank more than I felt comfortable with. Last year I got pretty drunk, and I'm not. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that again. And that was like 4 beers or something like that. I really am very, very lightweight when it comes to that stuff. It's not a joke. Lil Joe incoming Skype, dude. What's up, Lil Joe? Yeah, dude. If you want to hop on. Lil Joe and I have been trying to get together on Skype recently here. Hold it, please. Let me set it up real quick. Is it true we're all getting nudes of Cam in the goodie bag? Yeah, dude. Yep. I didn't want them in there, but he found a way. Get drunk. Think I have a thing or two to tell my ex. Tried to type one eye will help the double vision. Nope. Now it's like typing with someone else's hand. Neither of even know what I tried to say. Oh man. That sounds about right for being drunk. With your co-host, Lil Joe. Yep. Hold on. I need to set this up. It's been a little while. Alright, here we go. Do this move right here. Nope, that's the wrong one. This one? Yes, here we go. Good. Okay, the game sound should be silent right now, pretty much. Change this. There's got to be an easier way to do this. I say this all the time, but having to change around these settings each time, this can't be the only way to do this. Cannot be the only way. Oh, by the way, for the Winter Soldier thing, I think there's also, I think Stark Spidey can also take down Winter Soldier, a 550, not a 550, a 565. I think Stark Spidey could do it in like 27 hits if I'm not mistaken. I think either Legacy or Brutal DLX did that one. Probably Brutal DLX. Yeah, no, because Legacy, he didn't take up his Stark Spidey until afterwards. All right, anyway, I think it was Brutal. Not to take away from the 35 though, again, because that's 35 is still really good. All right. How do I do this? I think this is, here we go. It's ringing. Is it ringing? Oh. Little Joe? I tried calling you. Okay, I just did 4 more shots, and autocorrect is awesome right now. Dude, what? You just did 4 shots in that span of... What? Be careful, dude. That sounds like a lot. 4 shots in what, 10 minutes or something? That sounds like a lot. Alright, let me change the volume a little bit. I think that's good. Yeah. Alright. Nightmare Skype. Yeah, dude, I tried calling you. Let me try again. You may have dialed Big Joe. Is that the problem here? Hold on a second. Let me find you on line chat a second here. Maybe I have the wrong. I have the wrong thing. No sound, BG. Yeah, he's not on Skype at the moment. He's not on Skype. Hold on. Let me see. Do you have a new Skype name? I guess I could have just asked you that instead of typing it out here, but I typed it out anyway. Darkside Saint sent it over $2 saying, how do you get Medusa to make opponents bleed? One of the videos that I really am proud of that I made was a video showing exactly how you make opponents bleed with Medusa. 300,000 worth of bleed damage every minute. There's 2 different ways to make to make opponents bleed with Medusa, though. Both of them involved getting the opponent armor shattered. You have to shatter their armor first, and then if you hit them with her L2, you apply very powerful but short duration bleeds, which work especially well with the Deep Wounds Mastery. Or you have permanent lasting bleeds. Oh!
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why it doesn't let you, but.
Hello?
Hey, Joe.
What's up, dude?
Hey, Joe.
All right, let's get this.
I think you gotta mute my stream or something.
Was enough? Got it? Was enough? All right. Well, apparently I was at least close.
Hello?
Okay, it's mute.
Okay. Alright, good. Yeah, it's good now. What's up, dude?
Hey, fam.
Hang on, I gotta answer this. I gotta finish answering this question real quick first.
Yeah,
Alright, so the other way to make opponents bleed with Medusa is when you have them armor shattered and you get a critical hit with your light attacks, you apply a permanent bleed. It doesn't deal a lot of damage, but you could stack those up to 30, and over time they'll do a lot of bleed damage. Those are the two ways. Alright, what's up, dude? People are saying volumes low? I don't think it is. I think that was just the echo thing that, you know. Let's test it out. What's up, dude?
Sup, dude?
How you doing?
Hey, dude. Hey, how doing?
I noticed you've been uploading some different types of videos lately.
You know, I had some creative revelations recently.
Yeah.
And I just, I make so many pants.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I think that it's time that I make some videos about my pants. You know?
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm surprised it took this long, to be honest.
Well, the first video I ever put on YouTube was a video about my pants.
Uh-huh.
Then next thing you know, here comes some video games, and then I'm Little Joe, Marvel Contest Champion. And then I reevaluate my whole life after a series of recreational mistakes. And then here it is. I'm washing my dishes in my pants, and I realize there's a whole world here.
Yeah. It's good. I like it.
Thanks. I think it's kind of weeding out my subscribers that don't actually like my content, but just subscribe to me just because it's Marvel Contest Champions. Because I think in my videos I have kind of kept kind of consistent character.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Like, my character has really come through as who I am. But then the gameplay is just gameplay. It's not like I'm doing anything special. I'm not like some amazing player. I'm not bad at the game, so I guess it's entertaining to watch it there. But I think people come to my show more because of like my nightmares, you know?
Yeah. I think people appreciate the nightmares.
Thanks. Yeah. I want to keep doing Contest Champion videos, but I'm having a really hard time getting motivated right now. I feel like the combination of like what happened over the last couple of weeks and then like kind of what's going on in the game, it's kind of hard to like pick up momentum. Like I feel like War should be back on by now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's taking them a surprisingly long time to fix the issues, right?
Yeah, it's really surprising actually. I mean, given the like, I keep an eye on them. I'm kind of looking at on how where they are in terms of grossing apps, and they've been kind of since the July 4th deals, like they've been kind of steadily falling down, and I feel like I don't know, like in terms of the future Grandmaster crystals, like I feel like that's been a huge source of revenue for a game.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think more recently, like I don't know who else is having this kind of perspective. Like I was really, really hype on getting like every new champ. Like I was going in on all the future Grandmaster crystals, some arenas I was going in, and just like just dropping like huge wads of cash on this stuff. And I didn't mind because it was entertaining for me and I was having fun. But at this point, like I can't even rank everybody that I get. Like the most I can take them is to rank 3.
Yeah.
Like maybe rank 4 eventually. I took Domino to rank 4, but other than that, like they're probably not gonna get ranked up that much. And even if I get a really cool champ, like I just got Infinity War Cap, and I use him, like I used him a little bit in like master questing, and then accidentally somebody in my alliance clicked map 2 for alliance quest, and then I used him there, which was fun. But like, what's the point of having these really cool new champs if you don't even really play with them? Especially, you know, I'm not really playing arena anymore, so there's like, you know, I just do T1 alpha and I do T4 basic, and those are the only places that I end up using them, you know.
Yeah, yeah, like that is one thing I actually like about arena, is that you do get to use like all the different champions that you wouldn't take questing.
Oh yeah, I
mean,
mean,
nice.
I think that was my favorite thing about arena, and doing like playing those champs, and then kind of, you know, it's not like you can pick and choose how you fight, you know, you just get matched up randomly,
Right.
and then kind of there's like a small series of thoughts that go through your head, and then you kind of figure out how you're going to navigate the fight.
Yeah.
So I think that is a really cool aspect of it, but it just, you know, for it can just be so much time.
Yeah.
I made a video on it, and I think your video, you know, I appreciate your perspective very much on these things. I think that you have a very kind of outrageously logical perspective on how these things work and function, and rational, you know, and I think especially with something like this, rationalization is important. But for somebody that is willing to spend money on the game, then like there becomes this argument of like, oh, like why am I spending so much time if I'm spending this money? And then if you are spending money and you're not spending time, you're like, oh, I could be pushing my account so much farther with just putting in this little bit more time.
Yeah, it's always like a tough thing to juggle, is like how much time do you really want to be spending? Same thing for, you know, money. And I think as long as you're enjoying it, then I think like the number changes for everybody. Because if you're enjoying it, then, you know, like it's fine. But if you're ever getting to that point where you're like, man, the other stuff in my life is, you know, is getting to the point where this, like, I'm not enjoying this, then you definitely have to reevaluate. And
right, and it can also become like, part of that I think is being really honest with yourself about things.
Yeah, definitely.
It's really hard to be like, to actually be, because one of the things that my girlfriend actually talked to me about quite a bit was, she was telling me like, you know, if you want to do something on your own and you want to do that thing, that's fine. But if you're doing something because you think that it makes sense because of something else, then that's you making an excuse to do that thing, and you may not actually really want to do it. Do you follow what I'm saying there?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, with example of like the way that I personally was playing arena was like, okay, if I play arena, I will get this many shards every week, and I will be able to open 1 5-star crystal every week. Right? That's basically how it is right now. If you grind arena a decent amount, you know, you put in a couple hours a week, you get a 5-star crystal. And the last couple 5-star openings I had, I just got like such ass, you know, like such lame players, and it made me really think about like what at this point I think I was actually thinking about this today. It's at a really interesting point, because 4-stars are really starting to become kind of, they're very close to being on their way out. I think as soon as rank 2 6-stars, once they become somewhat more frequent, I think 4-stars are going to become kind of passé.
I mean, it always depends on like if you play arena or not, though. You know?
Exactly. Yeah, totally. But not everybody plays arena, and
right.
The competitive part about arena is competing for the new champions. But like 4-star arena and 3-star arena have become way less competitive compared to like the way that they were when that was important. Right now, it's the feature arena that like everybody's putting all the time and putting up these like ridiculous high scores to get these champs. And once the thing is that 4-star champs, so like 4-star champs were still useful when 5-star champs were going to rank 4. Like you could still compete with a 554 star against a rank 4 5-star. and 5 stars have not been in the game the whole time, but 4 stars have been in the game the whole time. So for people that have started the game back when it started and they have these 4 stars and they're like proud of their like 4-star roster, it becomes the kind of thing where like you have all these champs and then where do you use them other than arena if you want to like continue to play competitively, you know?
Yeah, it is hard to find use for them outside of arena and just like having some fun. I still hope that Kabam like actually finds like an alternative way to make them usable. I mean, dungeons, they kind of did that a little bit, you know, just because they didn't have as big a cooldown, and then you could play with your friends and stuff. But
right, yeah, but it became a
didn't,
time because of the kind of time frame that you had for stuff.
yeah, like it didn't really work out. Like it was a fun game mode, but it definitely, like, they need to make some tweaks there to make it better, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think what could be really cool is like creating something along the lines of Alliance War, maybe not in the same on the level of like rewards or in terms of like how intense it is and stuff, but like one of the things that makes, you know, somebody that's, I guess one of the arguments that you want to kind of, or the things you want to kind of navigate is like, you don't want people that have just started playing the game that are like, oh, like I have a rank 4 3-star, I'm gonna like kick the ass of some guy with like a full stacked, you know, rank 5 5-star team or something like that. Like that shouldn't really happen. Yeah. But at the same time, like to create an opportunity where those two could compete with one another, and the advantage, like the inherent advantage that the people with the bigger rosters would have is that they have way more diversity and they could create more interesting scenarios, right? Whereas, like, if they do get matched up, like, say this one brand new team that just has, like, people with 3 stars, but that would be really cool, you know, create a much more even kind of, you know, evened playing field where there isn't much, like, of this, you know, have the biggest, baddest, strongest possible, but more about the diversity, because I think diversity is a really important thing now with how many champs they have in the game and stuff. It's, like, it's a cool component that I think could be worked into other game modes that could make champs more relevant, and people would want to go for like the 3-star more or like the 4-star. You know, at this point, when I get a 4-star, like I'm not even really that excited. You know, and it's such a poop way to be because like there are these new champs and they're really fun to play with, and developers are putting in a lot of work. Like I think that they've made the new champs really, really interesting, especially this year. They've just been like on fire. But like I wanted a Wasp, and I went for Wasp a couple times, and then I realized like, what am I, like I can't even use her.
Yeah. Yeah. Hang on real quick. We're going to keep talking about this, but there's a couple of super chats.
Sure.
And one of them is directed towards you.
Oh.
Doc82 saying, can you ask little Joe when his how to make your own Dragon Ball Z underwear video will be released?
Oh man, well, I haven't done that yet, but Doc, you just planted the seed, so the P is in my brain, Sam. So I can't give you an exact number on that, but I'm not gonna say that it's never gonna happen.
You never made underwear before, or just Dragon Ball Z underwear?
Underwear is a very debatable term.
That's true, yeah.
I have definitely made Dragon Ball wear that I wear under my clothes, even for my regular day.
But no, like Dragon Ball Z tighty whities kind of thing?
Like little briefs, no, I haven't done that.
Like
but I definitely should do it, and I think if I'm going to do underwear, it should all be... have you seen any Dragon Ball? Are you familiar with the characters at all? Or
yeah, I watched Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, so you know like Trunks and Bulma and... Dr. Briefs, like their whole family is named after different types of underwear. So I think if I did a series of underwear, it would only be those characters.
Okay. I mean, I think it would be really good if it was just to take just a pair of tighty whities, whether you like to wear them or not. Even just to like, even if you don't wear them, even if you just hang them like on your wall, you know.
Or you know, you can wear them out. Too.
That's true, yeah, you could do that too. But if you just had a pair of tighty whities and the only thing that you did was you put like Goku on the crotch part, the front part, and he was like using like the Kamehameha blast or whatever it's called. You know, like
Yeah,
that was just
you're
right,
onto something there, Brain.
right on the crotch.
This is
I feel
why
like that'd be good.
this is why we brainstorm. I think you should have a special late night, very very late night live that's called Brainstorm.
Maybe.
I like it, and I could also do that in one of my pants videos. You know, how to make Dragon Ball underpants in Little Joe's pants. And, you know, it'd be really simple. I just cut out a picture of Goku with the Dragon Blast, and then I just, you know, use some fabric glue. And I could even have the underpants on. I could be wearing them, and I could just smack it onto my pants.
Yeah, no, that'd work too. And B. Daniels also sent over some super chats. Dude, I was getting to it, man. You don't have to... like, I appreciate you keep sending over super chats, but I was getting to it. You didn't have to do that. No, dude, you just chugged this whole thing? Oh, I didn't even realize what I was watching for a second there. Did you really just chug that whole drink? Oh, dude. Oh, man, I hope you don't, I hope you don't pass out tonight. Oh, man, dude.
Drink water and sleep on your belly.
That's like I don't know how many drinks he said he's had tonight, but that was definitely not the first one. Holy crap, dude. That one drink, I'm not kidding, that one drink, that would be it for me, man. I'd be out. That's all it takes. But dude, thank you very much. You sent over $55 tonight. Thank you, dude. Thank you.
That's pretty awesome.
Alright, wait, so alright, what were we talking about? Okay, so like using lower level champions thing and how to make them like viable in the game, basically, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
alright, this is like a pretty deep topic actually, because like someone could make the argument of like, you know, after you spent so much time in the game, maybe you don't want to have to worry about that kind of thing, and you know, you do just want to play at a little bit more casual pace, and you would have the option to do that like after you've, you know, made it to getting like a good 5- and 6-star roster and that kind of thing, right? So
Yeah.
like that's one argument, but I think it is better of what you're saying of like you want to still be excited about the new champions. You know, I feel like it's not good for the game to just not be excited about the new stuff that comes out.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, that's why this game has been alive as long as it is because it continues to grow and develop. You know, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah. So
science based on the fact that it can get better, and this game is scientific in that way that it continues to improve on itself.
right. So I do think it's good that like if they could find a way to make them more interesting. Oh, Cloud and Contempt here is saying 4 stars are still viable for synergies, and then for champs that rely on their signature ability, for many 5 stars are very hard to duplicate or awaken. Yeah, that's true. So I mean, they do still have some purpose, but it's of course it's less exciting when it's only for synergy. I mean, some of their synergies are really powerful to the point where yeah, you're still very excited to get them as like a 4-star, but some of them not so much. But alright, so like what could Kabam do to make them more interesting? I think kind of like what you were saying about having some kind of competitive mode where you're limited to just a certain star level.
They should have never given up on bases.
Maybe.
Mambo and Jellybean were gonna be the best.
Rip Mambo.
Rip Mambo.
Um,
that meme? Did I send you that meme that I made?
Maybe.
Did it circle around somehow? Rip Mambo. Oh my god.
I don't know, maybe.
Nightmare Mambo.
But I think it's definitely got to be something competitive. Even if it's like you said, doesn't give that good of rewards. So like a mini war type situation that doesn't have to look like Alliance War. It could look like a cross between Dungeons and War, but then like against somebody, you know.
Yeah, or even like, you know, like the way that war rewards work, it's like kind of weird, you know. There's a lot less 4-star shards that are going around because I don't know, I mean the 6-star shards are there, but it's such a measly amount of 6-star crystals. Wait a second, are you opening a 6-star right now?
No. I'm just fighting an arena right now.
feel like maybe did that happen? What is there something on Twitter on your screen?
There was a while ago. The stream might not be live right now.
I'm behind.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe I rewinded by accident. Oh yeah, I'm like an hour behind. Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Now I'm caught up. Whoops. I was kind of confused as what was going on there. Anyway, yeah, I think, something maybe that's like, so Alliance Quest runs on like a 5-day schedule, but you have to check in every day, right?
Yeah.
And like Alliance War runs kind of on like a, runs on a weekly basis, but it's kind of like a 2-day thing where it's like 1 day on, 1 day off. I feel like maybe something that's like kind of like a mix between Alliance Quest and Alliance War, but runs like just 3 days out of a week, and that's it. Because the amount of time that Alliance Quest and Alliance War take, it can almost make people like hesitant to. I mean, there was a point when I was playing this game where I actually like second guessed going on like vacation and stuff. I was like, I don't know if I want to go there. I don't know if I'm gonna have a reception. I'm gonna like, my team's gonna fall behind, and like that's a really lame way to be.
Yeah.
And it would be nice if the game was conducive to people that were like, all right, I want to chill out. I'm gonna step back for a bit here and like just play like maybe a couple days during the week, and then I'm vacationing. I'm in like Hawaii and don't have reception or something, So something to be like that, maybe like a 3-day cycle where it's still competitive, and like there's a lot of like retirement alliances out there where like people are like quote unquote in retirement where they're like kind of still playing,
Yeah.
So it's like maybe something like where you play against a team over a course of 3 days, and like you move a little bit and you like take over like I mean, when I think about it in my head, I think of like a base, and then once you take over that base, then your team can set up the defense on like the next part, and whoever like takes over whoever can like accomplish it faster or something, or like more effectively, and gets to like the last base or something, and you both make it to the last base, and then like set up both your defenses, and you know what I mean, like smaller map, not like a full map of 50 or something. I mean, I'm not a game developer, but just thinking about something that is like less days in the week, more like a mix of the two with kind of mixed rewards, because it's so apparent that like Alliance Quest is for ranking up and War is for getting new champs. And it'd be cool if there was something in the middle for people that didn't want to, because War has actually gotten like really stressful. Like I'll continue to do it because that's the most compelling, fun part of the game right now. And that's actually like the real only thing that's kind of keeping me hanging on to the game is like War and pushing in War. But at the same time, like the kind of stress and pressure, like I was watching that one War video where you were where you're fighting Domino and like all that bogus kept happening. Like that's expensive, man. Like that just in terms of you're gonna like convert that into like the amount of time that it takes you to get those resources. Like for me, that would have been like that's like $50-$60.
Yeah, it was very, very expensive.
Yeah, and that sucks. That's like
it technically, it was mostly glory, but still, it could have easily, if that happened like twice in a row, that wouldn't have been glory. That would have been all units,
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, even still, like that's still time and investment.
Yeah.
Like, you could have used those units on other things. Like you could have used it on stuff to like bring your channel more. I guess that video did really well, but that still, it's like it sucks that there's that much pressure on it. And like the other day, I was fighting in War, and like I was like really close to the end of my path, and I have this rank 5 Bijman now, and like I had him at like a 3rd health, and it was like a Nightcrawler on Bane, and I was like, all right, this is probably my last fight. I have him at like he has like 3k health, and this fight's gonna go 2 ways. I'm gonna win it or I'm gonna lose it. That's basically what's gonna happen here.
Yep.
But I probably have a better chance if I put in like 200 units of potion. But that's like $10 on a fight, you know?
Mhm.
And I was like, you know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna go in. And I got lucky. I got him to switch really quickly, and then I finished the fight, and it was fine. But it was like that could have been. I could have just like dropped 200 units, and at the end of it, I would have been like, oh, thank God I did that. Like that was. I felt so much more comfortable and safe. Like, what is this? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's good and bad. Real quick, I just want to read this one comment here because it sounds like kind of something you were going along with too. Dicer was saying, what if alliances set their defense once per week, and then once defense is set, they can challenge any other alliance's defenses. Points and rewards given if a team can finish your map in 24 hours, and points and rewards given for completing someone else's harder defensive award, more points and rewards. I mean, it sounds like you wouldn't be locked into having to play every day with that, but I don't know if that would, like, I don't know. I kind of want something that is just persistent and we can do it whenever we want and it's not on any kind of set timer, because I think that's when it really feels optional. If let's say something is like you could do it once a week, whether it lasts the entire week or it's a few days and then you have some downtime, I think either way you feel a lot more compelled, like you have to do it or else you're missing out on that entire week. But if you look at something like Arena, you know, like even the hardcore Arena grinders, if you're busy and you can't play Arena for a round, okay, it's gonna be there next round, you know, like it's not that big of a deal, you know, whereas like Alliance Quest, you really feel like, okay,
right.
Damn, I have to do this, you know.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think that point you made about Arena is something that they just need to diversify rewards into other parts of the game. There have to be more, you know, because like I actually really I had actually a really serious problem with how much I was playing Arena. You know, I was logging around 7.5 hours of screen time per day, and like I work a 9-to-5 job. I'm like with patients, and you know I have like I do like real shit in the world, and it's really unhealthy, you know, like, and I would keep making excuses to myself, like, oh, I just want to play with this team, like, this will be fun. But the thing that I realized, like, when I took my break was that, like, I was playing at times when I shouldn't be playing. Like, I'm going to play video games. I'm going to play for X amount of time every day, whether it be Marvel Contest Champions, whether it be some Dragon Ball game, whether it be something on my Switch. Like, I'm going to play video games, and I'm going to play a lot of video games because I like playing video games. Yep. But the thing with this game is, like, I would be, like, walking in the airport with my brother and, like, grinding Arena. And he would be like, what are you doing, you asshat? And, you know, I'd be like, oh, I just want to get on before we get in the plane. Like, I want to get this last round. And he's like, oh, whatever, screw you, you know? And, like, it happens with a lot of people. And I would just be, like, there just like, oh, I need to, like, get this. I literally didn't miss a single round of Arena for maybe a year and a half. Like, every single one, and I got in 1 to 10% bracket. I missed maybe 2 of them. You know, it's like insane amount of time, and
it is a lot, yeah.
You know, on top of like spending too. You know, like it's one thing if you're not spending, and also you know this is you have a successful job with doing this. So like, I was just being an asshat running around in the.
It's all about that mindset, because I definitely miss quite a few arenas, you know, and like I'm gonna have to miss quite a few more, because I don't know how much you know about my imaginary website, but last year I said I was gonna have it at least up and running in some form by Comic-Con, and I didn't, and now it's almost Comic-Con again, you know, so. Yeah, like there's gonna be a lot of missed rounds. I think you just kind of have to. It's weird because it's just a video game and it should be natural to think that it's okay, but yeah, in some cases you don't have that mindset, and you just have to kind of tell yourself like, yeah, it's okay to not get the best rewards here. Like,
right. I think a big part of it is like accepting the fact that being the best in this game actually sucks. Like, there's the game is called Marvel Contest of Champions, right? So like inherently the game is a contest and you're competing with everybody else. And there's a leaderboard you can look at. You can flex your muscles and you can get in these big recruiting chats online and, you know, have a pissing match or whatever. But like, the majority of the people at the top of the game are just dropping wads of cash, and they're good. Like, don't get me wrong. I mean, maybe they're good. Who really knows who's playing these accounts anyway? But like, I believe that a lot of them are very, very skilled. But there's a lot of people that are just as skilled that just don't have the same roster and don't have the same wallet, and like they can't really compete. And I think that's fine because it keeps the game alive. But I think getting yourself somewhere mentally where you understand, like, I mean, I'm not saying you, I'm talking about myself, really. Getting myself to a place where I could understand, like, hey, maybe being the best in this game isn't worth the cost, as Gamora said to Thanos.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. Like, I don't know, I wouldn't agree with the part of saying like it sucks being at the top. Like, yeah, of course, like I'm not, you know, at the top of the top. Maybe to be like really high up there, maybe that does suck. But I think as long as you just have the right mindset about it, then you can enjoy it. You know, there's so many people, for every little detail that comes around, just kind of pisses them off. And I think if people just change their mindset just a little bit, then they would enjoy it so much more. Like, people got really pissed off at that deal that just came around. It was like the Awakening Gem deal, and we had the same Awakening Gem deal for less units in the past, right?
Yeah.
People got really pissed off at that, and if that deal like never came that day, then people would like still might have been pissed off at something, because, you know, like the phone heating and stuff like that, but they would have been like less pissed off if they didn't see that, right? But if you have the right mindset of like, you know, like, this is a game, I consider Kabam to be like the black market in like a standard game. You know, you have like the regular markets that never really change, and that's like the potion store, right? And like buying crystals and stuff like that. And then any kind of special deal that comes around, there is no set price, and you kind of have to figure out like what's worth it to you and what's not. And like, if you have the mindset of Kabam is just trying to take your money, then of course you're going to be pissed off. But if you have the mindset of like, this is a game, and this is just like an NPC in any other game that's like offering to sell you something, like, I feel like people wouldn't be pissed. They have like the consumer mentality versus like a gamer mentality, you know?
I've never really gotten, like, I don't think, mad at an offer, because at the end of the day, the company's just trying to make money and keep developing the game, you know? Like, they're basically putting out this package, and they're like, hey, I mean, the way I look at it is like, I'm donating to the developers to continue developing the game.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So but at the same time, it becomes a dangerous rationalization, because then you're like, oh yeah, I'll just give the company $100 to get some 3 stars from these crystals, and then you get mad, right? So it gets a little tricky there with spending, but yeah, I mean, they need money if they're going to keep developing, and it is there's so much good stuff in the game. Like, there's so many amazing components. It's so vast. It's so deep. There's so many moving parts. And I think the company is actually happy that people feel the way that they do and are energized in the way that they do, because it means that people are emotionally invested and they actually really care.
Yeah, it's like coming from a place of passion, and even though it's turned into rage a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I think the part about rage is kind of comes from a place sometimes that it is just like, it's just a competition. You know, people are just constantly competing. Like, even if you're on an alliance with somebody, there's still like competition within alliances, you know? And and I think that kind of harbors a place for some kind of toxic energy, especially when it comes to like the kind of rewards that are happening in like war and stuff. Like, there's definitely some very, very, very shady stuff happening, and I was right in the middle of it, you know, and I didn't even at the time. It wasn't something that I was thinking about the way that I thought about it after. I don't know. Is it alright for me to talk about that on your stream, like what happened with me?
Oh yeah, sure. Okay.
So basically, I don't know if for everybody that's here listening, I was on one of the top alliances, and we were running map 6 five times a week, and donations are really really high for map 6. And when you're making the kind of battle chips in arena, like you don't really want to spend them on donations. Like I would way rather just open them and get more units and maybe get a 5-star Punisher kind of thing. But so they have these what they call cows come, and the cows come and they donate battleships for you, and you pay somebody who has a cow account. So you pay them X amount of dollars, and then they donate battleships for you. So then you're covered for like however much time. So
oh crap! See, I didn't know you were going to talk about that. Actually, I thought you were talking about something else.
Oh, is that right?
I mean, stuff like that does exist. I try not to talk about that kind of thing just because I don't want it to be like promoting an exploit, you know, because if people don't know about it, then they're not going to do it, you know.
Sense. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the one with the units that you got you banned or whatever.
That's what happened, was that when I paid, the money that I paid was used for units onto my account. And when they said that, they were just like, oh yeah, that's people everybody that gets battleships, will get the same amount of units. And they took my account info because it was like map 6, they wanted to run my account if I wasn't available or something. And I guess the point I'm trying to make is, like, you know, I regard this team in very very high regards for a really really long time. And by the time I got there, I was like, oh man, like this is so awesome. I'm playing with all these people that like I've really looked up to. I've like looked at them on the leaderboard for like years. I'm like so psyched to be on this team. And I didn't really think anything of it, you know. I was just thinking like, oh yeah, you know, on some level, I think I knew it was wrong. But at the same time, that kind of judgment was sort of clouded by like the excitement of like being in this really really competitive team. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, if this is gonna help me like get through the war and stuff. And I got units loaded, and then I guess they warned me. They were like, oh, you're gonna get banned for another 30 days. But I think that was because everybody else that had done that had gotten like lots and lots of units loaded, but I just did it that time with the battleship, so I didn't get another ban, I think.
Yeah, so just to be clear for everyone out there, don't do this stuff because you will get banned.
Yeah, do not do this stuff. Honestly, don't even share your account info with anybody. I would so recommend, like, I got to a place where I was okay with it because, like, there were times where I had to go away and I had to go do stuff. Don't even share your account info with anybody. Keep your account info private for yourself. If it comes to a place where people are forcing you to do that, join another team. Like, it's not worth it. The amount that you work for all these rewards in your account and like having fun, it's more important to have fun than to be the best. And it's really easy to get that clouded and think that being the best is having fun. Does that make sense?
No, yeah, definitely. Like, it's like there's, I don't know. We've always had like a pretty, because we've never account shared in 4 Loki. We've always had like a pretty good mindset about it. Like, there have been times where, you know, somebody just, I don't know, they got drunk and they didn't show up for Alliance Quest the next day, and like, you know, you do that enough and like, yeah, of course you're gonna get kicked from the Alliance, but otherwise we know it's just like, okay, you know, we're gonna miss a crystal. It's just a crystal. It's not the end of the world. And then if people go on like vacation and stuff like that, like they just leave the Alliance, and then they just wait for like a spot to open back up. There's one guy who's out of the Alliance right now who you know, this is like his 3rd or 4th time just going on vacation. He goes on like cruises or something like that, doesn't know if he's gonna have Wi-Fi, so he just drops out of the Alliance, and then he comes back when, you know, when a spot opens up. Like, it's not a big deal, you know.
That's the right way to do it, and I think a part of that is having that mentality of like, these rewards are gonna keep happening, and it's not like you're not really missing out. Like, if you miss out on like a season of a war, like that can put you behind the way that that's set up right now.
like even that is, if you think about it, like yeah, you're missing out on some good rewards, but you're you're still gonna be able to play the game, you know?
Yeah, I think the way that since they're shortening seasons, I think it's going to become a lot more like that. If they had continued to do these 8-week seasons, like that's the difference between having like 8K and 9K and 10K prestige, and that really puts a stop on you being able to be in the more and more competitive teams. You
Yeah.
know? So
Yeah.
glad that they're shortening the seasons because it takes a lot of pressure off of being able to miss one. And as the game develops, the rewards are going to continue to get better and better and better, you know? So in the future, like if you get back in, it's like, oh, I'm getting rewards way faster because the power creep kind of thing, you know?
Yeah. And like here's what I always think about when I try to think like if I'm gonna be upset if I miss a reward or not. Like I mean I didn't play this game since launch. I think you said that you have, right?
Yeah, I played
So,
since maybe 2 months after launch, so pretty much.
so that might have actually like hurt your mindset about things because you've never really
Definitely.
come from a place where like you weren't playing like I didn't play this game for the first year that it was out, and then after that I started playing, and I was in a casual alliance, and I'm talking about real casual, where most times we didn't complete map 1 for like one single battle group, you know? It was like me and the 3 friends that got me into the game, and then we were just publicly open, and that was it. And the only requirement is if you hadn't logged in 7 days, you got kicked just so that somebody else could take that spot, but you can come right back. Like it was open. And that was even like when I started my YouTube channel and everything like that. So you know, like I was still in that same alliance for a little while at least, and then eventually my friends stopped playing, so then I did look for a different alliance. But all that time, my account's still fine, you know. Cade just came back to the game. He dumped his old account. He started a new account. How long you been playing for Cade on this new account? Has it been like 6 months or something like that? Whatever it is, his account's doing fine. He's gonna be competing for, you know, like pretty high up there in the Alliance 4 tiers and everything. Like you'll be fine to miss some rewards, you know.
Yeah, I think that's a really important thing to learn, because that when I got banned, that was the first time I didn't log in for a day for almost 2.5 years. I have not missed a single day of logging in.
Yeah.
Like just breaking that mental place of like, oh, I need to be doing this all the time, and being like, oh, like it's fine. It's like,
yeah.
Like that's a real thing, you know. And yeah, then you end up just washing the plants in your pants, and next thing you know, there's a bucket of water dumping on your head.
I gotta show you a video after the stream is over. I wish I could show everybody, but it may have some copyright stuff in it. But remind me after your stream if you're still around.
I will definitely. I'm going to Comic-Con tomorrow in San Diego. I'm pretty psyched about that.
Oh, nice, dude! You got to give me the inside scoop about like if Kabam's. I mean, I think they're there. I think they're going there.
I don't think they do San Diego. They didn't do it last year.
Yeah, but they posted something on the so the Marvel Games Twitter said that like we're excited to have these games at San Diego Comic-Con or something, and one of them was Marvel Contest of Champions.
Oh really?
And then I think
they gave out like some like codes for like get like like for the Marvel Insider thing. It was like, if you have a Marvel Contest of Champions account, you like put in this code with your username and you get some Marvel Insider points or whatever.
Yeah, it might just be that.
Yeah, it would be cool if they actually have the game, you know. I'm definitely, you know, Lil Joe is going to be in there and doing it big.
Nice. Yeah, I didn't talk to them or anything, so I don't know if there's anything special or if it's just something like that. But
yeah, I'm really hyped for it. There's actually a Dragon Ball North America tour. They've never done a tour in North America. They do tours around Japan like all the time, but they're bringing like a bunch of like life-size sculptures of like Dragon Ball characters, and it's actually in like the pavilion outside of one of the hotels, so it's like a huge area, and it like is kind of designed like the Budokai Tenkaichi tournament front, and they're gonna have like a wall full of all the new toys and like all the games, like a bunch of games from Japan and stuff. I'm really really psyched for that. So I'm probably gonna go harder on like the Dragon Ball swag than the Marvel swag for this Comic Con.
Okay, that sounds pretty sweet.
Yeah, I'm pretty psyched. And you know, there's so Dragon Ball is like so popping in Japan right now. Since like all these, since it got so popular around the world, there's like all these different revivals that are happening, and it's pretty fun. I'm actually going to Japan next month again to just hunt for Dragon Ball things. They have this game. It's called like Dragon Ball Heroes, and you put in like 100 yen. I don't know. Have I told you about this game?
I don't think so, but like I think I saw. Did you have a video, or did Vex have a video, or someone?
That one, I think that's the Dragon Ball Legends, which is an app, but this is like an arcade game. Like,
oh, okay.
You go into a store and there's like an arcade machine, and you like put in 100 yen, and like a card comes out, like a physical trading card, and then you put that card on the screen. It's like a 2-screen machine. So like one screen is flat and one screen is like up in the front. And the screen that's flat, when you put the card on the screen reads a barcode on the back of the card, and it projects a video game character onto the screen, and then you move the cards around to play the game. It's really cool. I wish there was more stuff like that in this country, because it kind of like the art on the cards are like really cool. I actually use those designs like for making shirts for myself and stuff. I like kind of Photoshop them and stuff, but it's cool. It's cool combining like a actual physical collection of things with like a game you can go play.
Right, because then you keep the card after you're done, right?
Right. Yeah. You know, and like, people that have like really like OP stacks of cards, like it's pretty much just like 8 to 12-year-olds and 35-plus-year-old men that play this game. Like in Japan, when I go to like, you play it in like toy stores, and it's just like either a bunch of like Saturday man businessmen in like business suits, and like kids, and those are the only people playing the game. And like these like older guys, like they have such crazy cards, like they'll be putting in like tons of yen to get new cards, and when they leave, they'll just leave like a 30 or 40 card stack for like the kids to come grab, because they have like good cards. It's really like,
that's pretty cool.
Drop the mic kind of move.
Yeah. That sounds sweet. Like I'm not big on travel just in general, but Japan is one of the places that I feel like I need to go to at some point in my life.
We'll go. Let me know. I go like every year, and I have like sumo wrestling friends, and
Do you?
I'll show you a really good time in Japan.
Can you speak Japanese? Like
Ohio. I think that's actually a place in the U.S.
I was thinking like Ohio is like close to Japan or something, but I don't think that's the case.
Say good morning. I can actually understand a little bit of it because I watch so much anime, but like I can like just barely speak a tiny bit. But everybody there speaks English, and you can like Google Translate everything, and it's really funny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really easy to get around, and Airbnbs are like crazy, ridiculously inexpensive, and like the food's really cheap too. Definitely worth it. Lil Joe's premium recommendation. I give Raven seal of approval. Full seal of approval.
Alright, good. Yeah, I think it's like my wife likes to travel, and there's not that many places that I like, I don't know. I'm just really not big on travel. Like if I could, like, I would just sit here in the same room for like 3 straight years if that was an option, and like I'd be fine. But that's really not healthy either. So
different strokes, man. You know, whatever floats a boat, whatever gets a boat to not sink. That's what you gotta do it. But we'll definitely go to Japan. That's definitely.
Yeah, and some people like submarines too. So maybe sinking is all right.
Hey.
You get a torpedo shooter,
So you learn any good jokes recently or anything?
I used one for Twitter yesterday that someone told me. Hold on.
I can tell you one in the meantime.
Hold on, I got it. What did the windmill say when he asked about his favorite genre of music? Well, I'm a big metal fan.
Woo! Woo! Nailed it. Wow. Yep. I get it. I can understand that joke.
Alright, what's your joke?
What do you call the last hippie at a music festival?
Hipponymous?
Outstanding in his field. I put that one on Reddit and I got ripped apart. Oh man, Reddit is so vicious. It's such a vicious platform.
Wearing like a joke?
Yeah, I
or
just
something?
got a joke, right? I actually got a viral Reddit post the other week. I have like 2.3 thousand karma right now. I'm feeling like a star.
Is that a lot? I don't even know how much that is.
Yeah,
Sounds like a lot.
Solid amount, you know, like it's in how many upvotes you get. But I got like 2.3 thousand upvotes on. I posted a video of like the Ultra Boosts. I did like some Goku Ultra Boost sneakers, and people really like them. So I felt, you know, that kind of helped inspired me to make these how-to videos, you know, because I make all this stuff and I figure like if I make stuff, then I sell it once and then I make that money from it. But if I make videos on how to make stuff and people keep watching them to learn how to make things, then that could potentially be a constant source of income over time. But, you know, my channel's not really popular enough yet, but I think if I just keep working towards it slowly and I think if I just stay true to like what I think is funny and entertaining and interesting, I think that people will gravitate to it.
Yeah, I mean, you'll definitely have more fun doing it, even if there's less people watching. If you were to do like something else that you didn't like, you wouldn't enjoy it. You know, like you're gonna enjoy it way more, even if you had like 10% of the people watching. If it's something that you really want to do. Right,
yeah, and at this point, I mean that, like, you know, the money would be helpful, but it's not. I have another job that I'm going to do, and I will be comfortable from working the job that I do.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I'm doing all this weird, funny stuff. Why not? Share it? And I kind of, you know, I think that I like to spread the kind of message too for like people to not be. You know, I feel like a lot of people are a lot more comfortable with being more and more weird these days. But just the kind of the pressure for people to conform sometimes is like, it really sucks, and I wish that people are so interesting and so unique, and everybody is like so good at things that other people just never would be or never thought to be, and that can sometimes get suffocated by like them feeling the need to conform to things.
Yep. I agree.
I want to be kind of a voice to help people be like, hey, I can tie my shoes backwards too.
Maybe, I mean, can you imagine how good it'll feel when somebody says, well, maybe you've already had this. Has anyone told you that they've made a pair of pants with your help?
No, not yet, but I haven't explained how to make pants.
Oh, that's true. I did watch those. Yeah, I saw you just like gardening and stuff.
Yeah.
But that would feel good, man, when somebody makes a pair of pants and they're like, "Little Joe, you inspired me to make these pants."
Yeah, I think it will. I think I you know, the thing that I'm struggling with right now is like I'm making these videos and I'm like I put something together and I'm like the tutorials on how to actually make things, like they're not as funny. They could be really interesting, and like I'm trying to disperse some humor in with it. But like the videos of like the washing the dishes and like the pants, like I laugh at that when I watch it, and like I think it's funny, and I enjoy editing them. Like it's really fun to edit them.
Yeah.
But the other videos, it's like I guess maybe because I haven't gotten that response that much yet, is like I don't know how much I want to put that out there. But like I'm working on this. I made this, you know the Adidas sneakers, they're called Ultra Boost. They're like they're kind of like fabric with some plastic on them, and they're
Okay.
like really comfortable. They're like kind of trendy or whatever. And I figured out a way to customize them. So I don't know if you saw my one video where I went to like Dick's Good Sport, and I made a video about like getting these sneakers together. But I made a video on customizing them, and I finished customizing them, and I'm just stuck. Like at the end, I have the whole video put together, and I'm just looking at it and thinking like, what the heck? Like why? I just don't have the like creative drive to finish it or something. And I think it's
Yeah.
because I don't like there. And you know, when I'm doing these tutorial videos, I want to make a section where like when I'm actually like cutting fabric and like sewing stuff, like I speed it up really really fast, and I take all the sound out. And when I'm watching it, it's just so boring. So I kind of got the idea. I think I might start singing songs during that time, because I feel like a lot of the people that watch my show, like they like my show because I sing these songs. And I
Yeah.
think started singing songs about making stuff like that could potentially make it a lot more fun.
Yeah, I think so. That sounds pretty good. It's funny, man. We have a lot in common right now. I'll show you afterwards, though.
All right.
Actually, I think I have a question for you here. It says, "Hey, Brian," but I think he actually means Lil Joe. Hey, Brian, longtime Yellowjacket that just wants to ruin everything about your aunt's barbecue. Part-time, just an effing guy named Daniel. Question: do jorts make a good wedding present? It's coming from Pancho Sanchez. Thank you for your question, Pancho Sanchez. So what do you think, jorts?
Dude,
For
George
wedding?
is a good wedding present. I mean,
Yeah.
that's like asking, does a banana make a good dessert? You know?
Yeah,
Who,
I feel the same way.
who's answering the question? Like, is this a man with really small legs, or is this a man that needs some cargo space? Or is this a woman that needs some extra legged cargo space? You know, you can't really just answer these questions from a dream. This is the sort of thing that you need to really focus everything on in order to make these sort of informed decisions. So, you know, we've been thinking about the answer to this question for a really long time, and I want to tell you that, you know, we've done a lot of research around this, and we probably have the answer for you. And I don't want to say that we haven't been thinking about it, but I could tell you that jorts are kind of, you know, people are saying that they're one of the most powerful kind of short pants that a man could or couldn't wear. That was my Donald Trump answer, actually. I was pretending to be Donald Trump there. I don't know the answer to that question, so I'm pretending to not answer it with a series of other questions that are that just lead you around the bush into a can of spray on tan.
I was just gonna go with yes. I feel like jorts, they're really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with Brain on this one. I would just make sure they're wrapped into their own pocket.
Jorts wrapped into their own pocket. Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Oh wow! Somebody says I did inspire them to wreck a pair of Ultra Boosts. Didn't follow your instructions correctly. Well, Beto, I don't think that I actually put the whole video up. So, I mean, in terms of how badly you could wreck a pair of Ultra Boosts from what I posted, I would actually be impressed. I mean, all there was just like saran wrap. Like, if you can wreck a pair of Ultra Boosts by saran wrapping them, man, you should make a video on that, because that's pretty impressive.
It's more than I've ever done with saran wrap.
Yeah, you know, get a little rapis.
Saran wrap is actually like, I don't know. Is it hard for you to use? I feel like it's hard for me to use. You know, it always sticks to itself.
It's
I just
really,
end up just saying screw it. If it's a little bit stale when I take it out of the fridge or something, that's alright.
yeah, well, yeah, it's really bad. It's a really bad thing. I wish it worked better. You know, cling wrap probably is. Maybe I should use cling wrap. No, the issue is like, so what I do is I take like a sneaker, and then I wrap it around in saran wrap, and then I take like a Sharpie pen, and then I just draw a line where I want my pattern to be, and then I cover it in duct tape, and then I cut the duct tape off, and then there you have the pattern, and you just cut the pattern out of the duct tape because you can see the line on the saran wrap, and the duct tape won't stick to the shoe because the saran wrap is there.
Mm.
So maybe he just didn't put enough saran wrap, and then he like drew all over his sneaker with Sharpen.
Maybe.
Who knows?
What would you say is like the creation that you like. Just name one creation, maybe not the one you're most proud of, but just something you're really proud of that you made, like that you just thought like, oh man, this is amazing that I did. What is it?
My duck.
Your duck? There's a duck?
Yeah, it's got 5 rings around its neck.
I don't think I ever saw this duck. Did you have it on like stream before or something?
No, it's very secret. Not many people know about my duck. It's probably, I made it when I was 16 years old in a wood shop in high school. And there was like this it was actually made from a plan. Like my woodshop teacher made a plan for this duck, and the big question was, how does the duck get the rings onto its neck? Because the rings can't fit over the head. So people would say, oh, you cut the rings and they were glued, but there's no seam on the rings. The rings are fully made and they're all around the neck. And the most rings that anybody ever got around the duck's neck was 2. They were only ever able to get 2 rings around the duck's neck, and I got 5. And that was like, he was like blown away. He was like, you know, nobody has ever gotten 5 rings around the duck's neck.
Well, duck, goose. That's
I was impressed. Well, I think why it happened was I picked a really special kind of wood. Have you ever heard of Osage orange?
No.
So Osage orange is this really beautiful wood. It's very, you know, have you ever done any woodworking at all, or are you familiar with woodworking?
I mean, like I made a few like ramps when I was younger, you know.
Yeah, so like the basis of working with wood is that you have hardwood and you have softwood. And hardwood is harder to work with, but it's sturdier, and softwood is softer to work with, like birch or something like that, right? Like you can flex a plexi birch.
Yeah.
Or wherever.
Like I had some drums made out of birch before.
Yeah, because they're like flexible and easier to work with, kind of thing. But like hardwoods are like a pain in the ass to work with, and Osage orange is like one of the hardest hardwoods. And when you make the duck, you make it on a lathe, which is like a machine that spins the wood really fast, and then stick a knife into it, and it shapes the wood into like a cylinder. So you can make a duck because the duck has a round head and a round body, and then you kind of build some legs and stuff. So the trick about how the rings got onto the neck is that the rings are actually cut out of the same material that the duck is cut out of. But you just cut shapes for the rings, and then you cut under the rings, and then you shape the neck as you move the rings across. So the rings literally come from the wood that is right next to the duck's neck. And the reason why people can't get so many rings is because they would always pick woods that some of the rings would just end up snapping because the wood was soft. So they were lucky if they got any rings. And, you know, it was kind of like this joke that the woodshop teacher played on the students, was like, oh yeah, like how many rings can you get? So I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm using the hardest wood, and I'm gonna get all the rings. And I got 5 rings on his neck. And I think that experience, I think the reason why I like that piece so much is because it wasn't my idea originally, but every piece of art is not your idea. Everything that you ever make is something that you're taking from something that existed somewhere, and you're reappropriating it and creating something in your own way. And as many ducks were made before me, that was my duck, and I got 5, and it made me feel like I could make anything, you know. And that is the most important part of being a creative person, and just being creative, having the guts to just do it, you know. Like maybe you're gonna waste something, maybe you're gonna screw up, maybe you're gonna trash something, but you'll never know if you don't try, you know.
Yeah.
And
is there, because alright, I've had a lot of failure MCOC videos that I just never posted. Is there any like creative type MCOC video that you're just like I don't know, felt like you couldn't do it, that you didn't try or something? Or
yeah, I'm actually having that experience right now. I have this war video that I'm working on, and like, you know, all my videos that I've ever uploaded, I just record on my iPad, and then I just voice over on my iPad, and then I just upload it. It's been so simple. But I've tried to get into like After Effects, because I use Illustrator and Photoshop a lot, and After Effects, like I can't seem to get from the place where you make the video to where the video turns into something you can post. There's just like this block that happens, and I'm just like get so frustrated with it. But I started using iMovie, and on iMovie it's like they've made iMovie so good. I can do so much editing stuff. And now that I've started doing all this editing on my other videos, like I'm having a really hard time not doing that editing on these new videos. And I feel like they're just bland, and like it's not exciting me. And I did some edits, and I feel like this video is really good, but now like the sound isn't there, so I have to like compress it, put it on my iPad, record the sound, put it back on my computer, re-edit it, because I want to edit the sound. And I'm just stuck in this place where I'm like, I don't feel like I'm gonna get this to a place where I'm really happy with it. And I think that it's irresponsible to put things into the world that you're not happy with.
Yeah, I feel the same way a lot of times. Like, let me pause this game for a second here. So, like, when I first started making videos, we're gonna go look at my one of my oldest videos, guys. When I first started making videos, which, damn, at this point is like over 2 years ago now. When I first started doing this, I was like, all right, well, you know, like, how can I make this cool? How can I make it my own thing? And I tried to just do something like a little bit different than what I saw other people do. And hang on. Sort by oldest. And what I did was I thought it would be really cool to like put the portraits of the characters on the screen. Like, it's not some groundbreaking thing, but I didn't really see people doing this. If it's gonna load, come on, YouTube. Why gotta be like this?
Oh, look at that stacked 3-star Rocket Raccoon at level 53.
Dude, this is what I'm talking. This was 6 months into the game. I've been playing for 6 months at this point. This is that alliance that I was talking about, where it's just some buddies of mine. This is that the what's it called event, like the Civil War event. Oh, come on, you stupid. Oh, here we go. All right, so like I thought it was really cool to.
Oh
like,
yeah, they
put
had, like the teams. I remember that.
Yeah. So like I was really proud of this. Like that I was able to figure this out. This took me so long to figure out how to do this. And it took me like all day to figure it out, but I got it, and I was so happy with it and everything. And now I feel like, you know, for like a while I felt like, well, I have to do that for every crystal opening, you know. And I was like, well, it was, you know, it was fun to figure out how to do it once, but like, I don't know, it's kind of a pain to do it every time. I don't want to do this every time I pop open a crystal. And like now I kind of don't like doing crystal openings that much. Like I like it because, you know, like the game wise I like doing it because of course I'm getting, you know, new champions to play with and stuff.
Yeah.
But like making a video wise, like, you know, I do it because people want to see it still, but like unless I'm figuring out something like new, kind of creative to do, then it's like, okay, well, you know, it's just the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that interesting, you know.
And then by the same token, like if you're not doing stuff, then you're not learning how to do new stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like
So it's kind of a catch-22 when it comes to that.
Yeah, like I when I was first like when I was first starting, I had like kind of a rule of like, all right, every single video I make, I have to learn one thing new every time. And for the most part, I followed that actually for a while. Even if it wasn't something that people would notice, it was still something that like I would do just to make it a little bit better. But
yeah, I mean that's what makes things interesting. You know, you just gotta keep pushing it a little bit here, a little bit there, and I feel that way. Like I realize my creative process, like I just need to make a ton of things. Like I just need to keep making things. Some people need to like write stuff down. Some people need to plan things. Some people need to like meditate on stuff. I just need to make it and just keep making stuff and keep making things, because I feel like sometimes the things that I'm doing, I'm my own best teacher with it, and I need to make mistakes so I can learn from them.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
agree with that too.
getting a sponge to successfully come out of my mouth.
I was also more open to trying things back then too. I feel like I dropped the ball somewhere along the lines, and this is like way back. So let me go back again. Let me see how many videos in it was. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My 7th video in. I was like, you know, these videos, they're not entertaining enough. Let me. Well, this is like the first time I had an intro, I think. But I was like, let me find a way to make them more entertaining. And then I started. I drew like a little cartoon, kind of. This is supposed to be like an old lady whenever it pops up on stream for you. And then like my brother, I remember my brother told my grandma that this was her, and like I was I was pretty embarrassed by it, because this is definitely not my grandma. This is not my grandma at all. My grandma's awesome. This is not her. But yeah, and like I did like a little bit of voices, like I don't know if I want to play it right now, but yeah, if you guys wanted to, you could hear like a little like a grandma voice I did, and then you know I was doing like some other little cartoons that kind of suck, but you know, like this was fun to do, and
it's good. You know, you just gotta keep kind of. I feel like, you know, if you don't, like I was saying, if you don't try it, you can't figure it out. You know.
yeah.
So you gotta mess up to learn, and you learn from your successes too. But hey, I gotta get up kind of in a couple hours for like clinic and stuff. But
All right.
let's get on. Let's chat soon outside of this as well. And I want to say thanks for having me on your show very much. It's always an honor to be a guest.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for hopping on. Hold on.
Yeah.
Before you go, I'm gonna send you a link, and then just watch it, and then let me know what you think on line chat. But I want to send it. It's easier if I send it over Skype.
Sure. Yeah. I'll
All right,
definitely.
hang on.
I'll have a dream about it.
You should. I like it. Hang on.
Maybe I think I found out how to send a message. I don't know. I'm so confused by Skype. I use it so little.
Yeah, I don't use it that much either. Hang on though.
I think maybe I sent you a message.
Alright. Messaging disabled until request accepted? What?
What?
So I gotta do something to...
Just sent you a
Oh,
message.
there we go.
Oh, here we go.
Alright, don't watch it right now until we hang up, because again, it might have some
Okay.
copyright stuff. But that's something
Okay.
that I edited, and we'll talk about that later.
Cool, man.
All right.
Hey, thanks again for having me. I really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, dude. Alright. See you later.
All right, peace, chat.
Alright, bye. Alright. It's like watching my grandma try to use the internet. Yeah. Some things are a little bit difficult for me to use. Alright. What's up, everybody? Need more spreadsheets, BG? Kind of. Something like that. I want to do more, like the stuff that I was just talking about, like I want to do more of that stuff too. It's just, it becomes hard to juggle doing everything, you know? Like back then I was also only uploading like once a week or something like that. You know, so like keep that in mind too. Like the more rapidly you try to upload videos, like the lower I don't know if low quality is the right term, even kind of low quality, but just like the less creativity you can jam into it when you're feeling like, all right, I need to get this done today, you know. But at the same time, like if you're let me close Skype. There we go. if you do put the effort in to make like a high quality video and something that's creative and something that I really enjoy, it just gets lost in the sea of YouTube, and that's why I just need to like take a bit of time here, finish getting the website into some kind of presentable form, and then go back to making the more high quality creative videos that I want to make, and I've always wanted to make. So that's kind of where I'm at. But anyway, now that our Skype conversation is over, if anybody has like we could talk as normal if you have questions and stuff like that. Let me change the audio back to the way it was. Give me a second to do that. Let me lower this real quick. It's fun talking to Little Joe, though. I know some people don't like when other people get on Skype, regardless of who they are. But I have fun with it. Most nights we don't do that, so if you're one of those people that doesn't like to tune in for that type of thing, that's cool. Pretty much every other night is our normal thing. Are we good on audio? Yeah, okay. Should be back to normal in just a sec. There we go. Alright. Did BG just say he wants to do more rap videos? Do one first and we'll see how it goes. Rap videos? Did I say that? I don't know if I could do a rap video, man. I enjoyed the Little Joe conversation. Awesome about ships. I know some people will like it and some people appreciate it. I'll see Haley's comment before I see your website, BG. Maybe. When's that thing due to come around? Is it like another 75 years or something like that? What's up, Apu? BG, I've been sitting in on tests all day this week. My days haven't been complete without you. What's up, you dingus? What's up, Abacrom? Hey, BG, can you post a link to that Thor video? I'm interested in watching it. I mean, I don't have the link right now. You just have to search YouTube. It's on a guy's channel called Mvincible. He's one of the OG YouTubers. He's someone who puts out high quality. Like it angers me. Here's the thing about YouTube, and it like relates to the stuff that we were just talking about. You do so much better on YouTube just for being like uploading consistent garbage is what I call it. Like, that might be like too strong of a term, because yeah, not all the videos are like garbage, but I mean, like, you know, if I looked at most of my videos and I just wanted to make them a little bit better, you know, I wouldn't be able to upload them every day. Or you have the option of just like uploading them every day, and you know, whatever you're able to squeeze into that like few hours that you have to make a video that day, that's what it is. Sometimes it's a decent video, sometimes it's kind of meh, but you upload it anyway. You do better on YouTube just by doing that. Just by consistently getting something up like every single day. And I don't know if there's many people that really enjoy doing that type of thing. I think a lot more people would enjoy taking their time and stuff like that, but it's just not like if you're trying to make YouTube your, you know, like your full-time thing, then you're kind of, a lot of times like people get sucked into that daily upload mentality kind of thing. Does MVince still make videos? Yeah, he still makes videos. Yep. I mean, the other thing that kind of hurts his channel too, I think, is that he doesn't talk and doesn't have like a face cam, and a lot of people like those things, you know. He puts a lot of work into like the other parts of the video though, like making sure, you know, everything looks nice. He's very skilled when it comes to like fighting and stuff like that. He did a video one time where he did every single combination of attacks that you can possibly do. You know how you could do like medium, light, 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 medium, and that's like the standard combo. He did one. He did one where he did like medium, 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 light, medium, medium, light, light, medium, and like there's more combination of attacks than you would think, because you could start with light too, so you could do like light, medium, light, medium, light, 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 you know, and so on. And he did them like did them in order, and then like put them on screen, like the combo that he was doing, like that. I can't even imagine how much time it took to just make that one video. But yeah, he's like the OG YouTuber for this game, pretty much. I remember using his mastery setup for my legend run. Gonna go for 5.2.6 today. Man, super nervous. You got it, dude. You got it. Nothing to be nervous about. You got it. He's one of the first guys, to my knowledge, to post that magic corner intercept technique way back in the day. Possibly, I don't know. I know he's used magic a lot. He was a beast with Doctor Strange, I remember. Void prediction, roughly like 4.2 million, I think. 4.2. Vince's high quality stuff. Did you see his Labyrinth First Path trailer and all the Labyrinth vids? So good. Yeah, I remember seeing, like, I didn't watch the full videos, but I do remember seeing what he did to, like, make it high quality. BG going for Void, dupe tomorrow. With that being said, even without the Despair Mastery, Fear of the Void versus Regen, correct? Yes. Because I want to finally do Realm of Legends. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It still reverses it. Yep. Even without Despair, if you have an Awakened Void, you'll be able to get it done. You can get it done with a 3-star champion, to be honest. Even if you didn't want to grind for him in the arena, if you have him as a 3-star, as long as you... I mean, as long as you don't get hit, because that's the only thing, is you don't have as much life to work with, but, you know, as long as you have a good run of not getting hit and just, you know, you could still, like, parry and block some attacks and stuff like that, but, yeah. Is a beast with anyone? Yeah, that's probably true. Probably the best Doctor Strange player I've ever seen. Yeah, probably. I'd have to say the same thing. Before Doctor Strange got nerfed, I remember he still played him a bit after he got nerfed and stuff. Still was able to do some things, but before he got nerfed, man, it was like watching a freaking magician cast a spell, or I don't know. That's a bad analogy. So if a champion reduces your ability accuracy by 15%, but you have a synergy that adds 15% ability accuracy, does that then counter that and your accuracy remains at 100%? I don't even know. I don't like. The game's weird with certain calculations like that. Sometimes it's additive, sometimes it's multiplicative. I don't know for that situation how it works. I think what you said sounds about right though, if that means anything. How much money did you spend on this game? A rough estimate, 0. I haven't spent a single penny. Want to play as free to play as possible, but kabam really kabams you if you don't pay. No, it's not true. This game is very free-to-play friendly, I would say. People think that you have to spend in order to keep up and stuff. I mean, you are gonna have to like put time into it, though. You're gonna have to put like it's one or the other, time or money. If you do both, then you could be a god at this game. But you could still get really far without spending any money. Even people have even gotten pretty far in this game without grinding arena. You know, like I think that's probably the best thing that came from Cian's free-to-play thing. I mean, you know, it's cool that he made a second count just in general, but he's doing it without really playing arena, and he's still progressed like pretty far in this game without playing arena and without spending any money. So there's proof that you also don't have to just play for, you know, a zillion hours a day. Like I just did the math recently in a video, and I spend about 3 hours on average every day in the arena. Some days 0 hours, and some days 24 hours, you know. But it can also be done without really doing arena like that. Yeah, you're definitely gonna want to quit your job, move across the country, and you'll be a god. I mean, even before I quit my job, I was doing fine. Before I quit my job, I played more of this game, I feel. I've been trying to do... Because, I mean, you know, if you quit your job and you don't have a stable income, you kind of have to try to make sure you're going to be okay and either make more content or just go harder on the website and stuff. Completely though with Arena these days, yeah, some people definitely feel that way. I still like Arena though, actually. I'm not kidding. Yeah, I'm an ER nurse, so I don't have too much time. It's hard to make steady progress when kids use my champs and upgrade them randomly. Yeah, that's not really gonna work out for progressing quickly in this game. I imagine you still have a good time playing with the kids and stuff like that, though, right? The thing with Seaton is that he's in a Silver Alliance, so he basically hit a wall, not being able to be competitive without Arena, so he's not a good example. His account's not that old, though, is the thing. Like, if he did that from the start, plus, like, I know he's just not as competitive just in general, or I mean, maybe that's changing because I know he joined Omni this time around, but even like on his main account he wasn't in like a competitive Alliance War, or maybe he just doesn't want to feel like he's holding back an Alliance War team on his second account. But I mean, either way, I don't know how far he is. Maybe somebody could tell me. I know he's uncollected. Has he like finished Act 5 completely, or 3 hours on iPhone equals 5 hours on Android? Yeah, that's probably true. You're definitely, like, if you enjoy this game, I recommend getting an iOS device of some kind. Get a used tablet or something like that. It'll make the experience much more enjoyable. And you might think like, well, you know, it's a lot of money to be spending just to play a game or something like that, but you don't have to use the device just for that. Like this is my phone, you know? Like, I switched over to iOS for this game, yes, but it's also my phone, you know? I mean, I got a second one because of making YouTube videos. I wouldn't have done that just for this game, but even if I, like, I don't know, even if I wasn't making YouTube videos, I probably would have switched to an iOS device. And then if I stopped playing the game, then my next phone would have been Android or something like that, but oh yeah, I don't really care about growing fast, just feel like a noob at level 51, and in Chapter 1 on Act 3, like, oof, people are bullies in Alliance, chats, and global. Don't worry about what other people say. Just play your own rate, and that's how you're gonna have fun. Damn, you're saying you were still a god and that your job wasn't holding you back? I wish I was that confident. I didn't say I was a god. I'm not a god right now. All I'm saying is that I used to play this game more when I had that job, just because I was putting less time in other things. Instead of spending all day trying to make videos, I did a 24-hour cable live stream, you know. I mean, I did do one of those since I quit my job too, but it's not like I quit my job and suddenly I'm doing 24-hour streams every weekend. He hasn't 100% Act 5 and no Labyrinth and no Arena. He thinks his first Labyrinth path is soon. Okay, so there you go. Like, I don't know, I think that's pretty good for not spending and not playing Arena. And like, yeah, of course, like you're not gonna be able to be in yeah, you do hit a wall at a certain point where, okay, you're not competing for the I don't think there's anyone in the top 3 alliances who's competing in a top 3 alliance who doesn't spend any money, who doesn't play any Arena, you know, like that doesn't happen. But you can get to a point where maybe you don't play that much Arena, or don't spend much or at all, and still be like pretty high up there, in my opinion. If you're hardcore arena grinder, maybe switch to iCrap. Me personally, if MCOC became iCrap only, I'd just quit. I mean, that's fair too, yeah. It's certainly not required. It's something that I recommend, because I think people will have more fun just in general, but yeah, it's certainly not required. Crap, I keep going I keep going back to arena. I just want to spend some regular energy. I just keep defaulting to arena. Clear through master a little bit. I only have one 4-star rank 5. Should I rank 5 my vision or wait for Starkey? I mean, the problem, like, if you had Stark Spidey, I would say just go Stark Spidey. But the problem is, of course, you don't know when that day is going to come that you pull him. So if that Vision's going to help you out today, then I would just say go with Vision. Don't think about, you know, the what ifs could happen type of thing. Rank who you have. Game is time. The game is time or money. His free-to-play account is no time and no money. So how is he going to progress without seasons? I don't get it. I mean, I'm not sure really what to say. Like, you could just play like Alliance Quest and regular questing and still participate in seasons and do fine, you know. You don't have to be at the top bracket in order to progress. You'll still be able to rank 5-star champions, even if you're not competing at the highest level in the game. If that's not apparent, if that's not obvious by his current progression, then I don't know what to say. You know, I don't know how to make it any more clear than that. Peekaboo, Gran, what's up, dude? What are you doing up at this hour? What in the world? What in the world? First comment on a live stream, and it's for another person. Oh, to answer someone else's question. I see what you're saying. What's their question? Who to use my 5-star generic awakening gem? Blade, Medusa, Proxima. I mean, I recommend Blade because I think he's the most versatile and powerful of the three. However, when it comes to awakening 5 stars or ranking up 5 stars, that stuff is so hard to come by that I also do recommend just like going with your heart, like whoever you feel most comfortable with, whoever you enjoy playing the most. It's not necessarily wrong to go with that champion, you know. If you're just not sure who to go with and you're kind of indifferent between the three, then I recommend Blade. He'll save you a lot of units. You'll be able to get more rank of materials through like offers and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I recommend. How can I get 4-star shards fast? My summoner is level 34. Well, I can tell you to get 4-star shards. Whether you think it's fast or not, it's kind of up to you. I mean, this game is a very slow-paced game, you know. But the way to get 4-star shards: Arena, the monthly event quest, duplicating your 3-star champions. Never ever sell any champions. Never sell any champions, because duplicating them is one of the best ways to get shards. Alliance War will give you 4-star shards, depending on the tier of Alliance War that you're in. Summoner Advancement, the 3-day Alliance events, all these places have 4-star shards. Compared to other games, just like depending on what other game you might have been playing previously, this game might feel very slow though. And of course, like, things do speed up as you progress. So when I first started playing the game, it took me a long time to get my first 4-star crystal. Nowadays, you know, I can get like 1 or 2 4-star crystals a week if I wanted to. I usually don't, just because I don't hit like every opportunity to get a 4-star shard possible, you know. But too much caffeine on the drive home? Got it. By the way, big fan, BG, love your vids, man. Have helped a lot with my in-game progression. Thank you. Appreciate it. BJ just made a new alliance because my old alliance was terrible. How do I get more members in a timely manner? Recruiting is tough. Recruiting is very tough. I recommend posting on Reddit. There's a recruitment section on Reddit. You could try there. I mean, the further progressed your alliance is, the easier I think it is to pull in members. If you're not that far into the game, it can be tough to entice people to join up with you. So if you are kind of just starting out, it's going to make it that much more difficult. You might just need to leave your alliance as public and let people kind of trickle in and join that way. I think there's still an official section on the Kabam forums. I haven't looked at that section in years at this point, but I think there's still something like that. And then there's like alliance recruiting sections in line chats and stuff like that too. Investing money does save time, both on the grind and on the time frames you have between rank ups, but you can still do everything for free. Yep, that is correct. I went with my heart and shoved the generic in my quaked hole. Never will I regret it, even if, God forbid, she's nerfed. We had a good run, baby. There you go. Very nice. Won't agree, BG. I have 100% everything that is possible in solo mode, and just because that I'm in Gold 1 Alliance, I already have no chance to get into Plat 1 or Master Alliance. TBC? What is TBC? Because I won't get second 565 till next month, and people already have 2 565 and 1 235, and this gap will only be bigger and bigger. I mean, the gap could get bigger and bigger, yes, but like, I don't know. You don't have to have 2 565 champions to get into platinum alliances. You just don't. You absolutely do not. I mean, I like, there's plenty of people in platinum alliances that only have 1 565 and don't have a 235 at all, you know? Like, they just have one rank up that came from like the Act 5 rewards or whatever. There's plenty of alliances that would be very willing to take in a player with only 1 565 as long as you can fight. I think that's the biggest thing. Like, this is still a very skill-based game. I mean, a lot of people, when those 4th of July deals came out, a lot of people asked, like, if I thought I would, you know, like, if it was going to set me back a lot. Now that a lot of people have... Oh, TBC is to be continued. Okay. But a lot of people asked, like, if I felt like I was going to be far behind because I don't have a 3rd 565, and pretty much everyone at this level, if they picked up that offer, they do have like a 3rd 565 or equivalent champion. And yeah, you get pushed further behind due to things like that. Absolutely. You just got to make up for it in other ways. I mean, if you practice and make sure that you are going to every fight as prepared as you possibly can and keep your deaths down to a minimum, a player like that is more valuable than someone who spends $1 million on the game and has every single champion as, you know, as high level as possible. But if they die, then people don't want that in their alliance, you know. So if you practice up, get your skills up. Like, I'm not saying that I'm the most skilled by any means, but I'm trying, you know. Definitely trying to improve. Season 1 I died quite a bit. Season 2 I only died 5 times the entire season. I haven't died in the off season yet. This next season I'm going to try my best not to die a single time. Maybe it'll happen. Maybe I'll die a few times, but I'm going to try my best not to. And that's how I'm going to contribute towards my alliance's progression that way. I don't have that 3rd 565. It definitely hurts. both in terms of like what I'm able to bring to Alliance War and especially prestige, but it's not required by any means. I wish that we had like a good representative of like a Platinum 1 person in here right now who like does recruiting for their alliance, and because I bet you they would say the same thing. Have we lost a war yet in the off season? I don't think so. I think only some of the alliances were actually trying though. Feel the same way. I'm fine with it. Fine with it being in a Master Alliance would stress me out too much. I'm fine with Gold 1 and possibilities of Plat 3. Yeah, I think it's just whatever you want, you know? Whatever's going to make the game fun for you. I hear that a lot of times too, is people say they wouldn't have fun in, like, in a competitive alliance, or they say, I just want to play for fun. Kind of implying that people in Masters don't have fun, but this is the only way that we would have fun in this game, I think, you know? I think we all play for fun. It's just fun is like defined differently for different people. I don't care if they're trying, I'll take the easy rewards. Agreed, Mo Battle Chips. I agree 100%. BG, can Labyrinth be completed with max 4s and rank 3 5-star without potions? No. Absolutely not. It can be completed with potions. Well, I mean, define potions. Does that include revives? Because people have done it with just revives and a 550 Star-Lord. But they still have to use, like, you know, quite a few more revives than if they would have had a rank 4 5-star champion or higher. But you're gonna have to use some kind of consumables. There's no way to get through there without using anything. Camping is done and the Bobcat Adventures didn't get to happen. I'm home grinding the arena and watching BG. What a time to be alive. Well, I'm glad you didn't get eaten. BG still has those 2015 Xmas crystals. Like, what are you saving them for? I don't know, man. Just saving them. That is something else to like, that needs to be said too about like where I'm currently at in progression. Is yes, these crystals right here, they were on a 9-hour cooldown. These came from 2015, so I've been playing the game for a long time, you know. It's been a slow the progression is slow, you know. You just kind of have to be okay with that. Like, you could definitely make up that time, and players who have only been playing the game for under a year have an account that looks exactly like mine, by, you know, spending money, and like that's totally fine. Is that fake euthanitis? The second coming of euthanitis, make room for me and for a wife. Yeah, that's definitely a fake euthanitis. There's no way that's real. Euthanitis is still, he's still modded in this chat, so, you know, if the real euthanitis shows up, he could prove it real easy just by having that wrench. But also, in playing for this long of time, I remember what it's like to not be pushing for like some of the top rewards in the game. I absolutely remember it, like, and feeling, you know, there were those times where it's like, man, how do I make any progress in terms of like the competition? Like, how do you make way into the higher alliances? BG, your third, rank 5, Stark Spidey? Probably not. I don't know who my third rank 5 is going to be, but probably not. Oh, I just realized something here. One of my YouTube settings changed. Hang on. See if I can change this back. Okay. There we go. Let me refresh this. G4 class college struggle was very real early on. Yeah, absolutely, man. It's somewhat similar to Alliance, like people who think that they're not going to be able to get like tier 5 basic or tier 2 alpha unless they're in like a higher line. Like it's just gonna come slower, you know. Like eventually, Kabam makes it easier for people to get those rewards, and it was far more difficult back then. Like these days, you complete Act 5 and you can get a rank 5 5-star champion. Back then, you can complete every single thing available to you in solo content and not get a rank 5 4-star champion. Watching you is why I left my old alliance to play map 6. Needed weekly tier 4 class catalyst and they just wouldn't push. It's been over a year now. They still don't get tier 4 class catalyst from Alliance Quest. They get more than they used to though, right? Because of the addition of like the fragment crystals and glory crystals and stuff like that. They probably don't need to get it like a fully formed one anymore, right? And even like doing, when you do map 5 now, you get 3 fragment crystals as long as all 3 battle groups complete it, right? Even that would have been such a big deal back then. Things aren't simple if you can't do map 6 because of time zone. Time zone, that is a very real issue. Yeah, it definitely is more difficult to do these things if you're not in a like, I mean, I said North America the other day, but yeah, like of course that includes other areas of the world too. Somebody said, well, what about like South America? And like, yeah, you know, there's a lot of places that are fine time zone wise, but I just said North America just because, you know, I meant like the time zone of North America. It makes it a lot easier. It is more difficult in different time zones. It's just a matter of time. Putting the best rewards into an alliance mode is stupid, at least for me and my understanding of such a games. I kind of agree and disagree. Like alright, so here's the thing. I much rather just play the game by myself and not be like with an alliance, you know? That's one of the reasons why I was more casual in the beginning early on, when I was just playing with a couple of my close friends and that was it. And I was like, well, I don't care if I ever see the best rewards in the game. I just want to play and have fun. So like on a personal level, yeah, I'd rather just play the game that way. But the reason why what's it called? Why developers, they put the best rewards in team-based areas of games. Like there's a few reasons. Let me spin out like a couple more of these things. One is it's just more difficult. Like it's more difficult to organize and work together as a team in whatever you're doing. So would it make it wouldn't make sense to put anything but like better rewards in that part of the game. The second thing is it's still like it does keep people playing more from a from like a retention standpoint, you know. If you get close with the people that you're playing with, then you know that makes the game more fun. People play the game more and stuff like that. So from like a business standpoint or whatever, yeah, it makes sense to do that too. And I actually think, like, man, as much as I like to play games by myself and stuff, it is good that games kind of force you to be social at times, you know? Because if it didn't force me to be social, I wouldn't. I would just sit here and not talk to anybody and just do my own thing, and that's it. And I would probably be okay with that, but it's probably not good for people like overall, you know? Because yeah, this game does take a lot of time and stuff like that, but I've also, you know, met quite a few people, even if I didn't meet them like face to face. Like I know a bunch of people, I know a lot about people, you know, based on how much they're willing to share. And that is kind of cool. I still don't have a rank 5, and I completed Act 5 in March because of Tier 4 class catalyst lack, and so far behind on Prestige, and will never catch up because can't do Map 6. It's BS IMO. I mean, you don't have to do Map 6 in order to catch up. There's other things that you can do. I don't know exactly what you're doing and how to tell you to improve it, or what you'd be willing to do, but that is not the only way to progress. Answer the question. What question? Did BG say he's leaving for No, I'm not leaving for Loki. If it wasn't for Alliance, I'd actually probably only log in once a week. Yeah. Some people, if that, right? What question though? Whose crotch did you have as your line profile pick? Whoops. Wait, what is fake Euthanitis saying? Dual skirmish? Mo battle chips dual skirmish? Hold on. That is something that Euthanitis would say. Because I'm Brian's boss and I demanded it. I still feel like this is fake Euthanitis. Game is actual BS. Well, what can I say? Don't play it then, I guess, if you're not, maybe you think it's all BS and you're not having fun with it or something. PG waiting for when a level up event and a science advancement solo event both sync up so I can rank for my Rolk with a clear conscience. You might be waiting forever for that, man. I wait for the 22-hour level up events, but I don't. You might be waiting forever for a double level up for the exact class that you need. Alright, anyway though guys, I'm out of here. I will be back normal time tomorrow. Wasn't in Alliance for over a year and a half, but I definitely seen the benefits of being in one now, even if I suck at Alliance for. Yeah, oh yeah, there's a lot of benefits to it. I don't know, John, like I was saying, dude, I don't know exactly what you're doing, but there's ways to progress in this game without doing map 6 and without buying the tier 5 basic offers and that kind of thing. If you have the mindset of it's impossible, then it's going to be impossible for you, but if you want to look for solutions, they're out there. I have a video coming soon that might help, at least in the slightest. It's not about this exact subject, but it is one additional way that people might not be doing right now that could help them progress in terms of class catalysts. So that was the video that I was trying to finish it up before the stream started, that I'm going to finish up tonight and then post tomorrow. Omni ended the Masters and we didn't do map 6 until this week. There are other ways to progress. Exactly what Falstaff said. I mean, it's a little bit of a different situation, but the same, like it's just like on like a different level kind of thing. So an alliance that's like close to the top, but not at the top of the top, you know, they might feel like they can't progress without doing map 6, whereas they proved that you can. And somebody who is not at the top but just looking to progress further up, like they could do. It's hard for it to make sense. I can't put it into words. We have a number of people in different time zones and we still run map 6. I know everyone doesn't have the time, but map 6 isn't completely necessary. Yep. Alright, anyway though, I'm out of here. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow, same time. Thank you very much, anyone who sent over a little something, especially B. Daniels, who I'm a little bit worried about at this time because I know he's had a lot of drinks. Hopefully he's doing alright. Hopefully he's not like laying on the ground somewhere just like sick to his stomach because he drank too much or something. Always drink responsibly, people. I should have flashed this when I was playing that video. Drink responsibly. At least he was taking Ubers and stuff. That's good. But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night.